out again. It's a redskin.
Okay. I'll try this here again. Okay. Y'all let me know if y'all hear me. I got 5 y'all. Let me know if y'all hear me. I'm trying to see what the June gonna be in Dallas area. My birthday is June 8th. Why what you had a different name before? My birthday's June 8th, but I might be back on the road on the June 8th. Um, I don't know. Yeah, I think yesterday I think a quick little trip to Miami real fast. The flights is cheap now. The flights going to Miami are like it's like $100, like round trip, real south. Like so I thought about doing that, but then I know I'm gonna be leaving, going to Maui real soon later on in June. So I don't know. The girl might stay put and just celebrate her birthday right here. We shall see. So sorry about that, yeah. So we're gonna try this again. But no, I've been here picking my own freight going on 3 weeks, and I've only had one damn decent check so far. And that was partially to the sign-on bonus. Now my struggle has been like, what is the right amount of fee? Oh, happy birthday! Tell them I said happy birthday. About to buy him a car. That's wonderful. I'm about to stop me something real soon because I'm getting tired of bumming rides and you know, for little things like that. Use my mind ride when I come home. Whatever it's soon. But just get my feet wet as far as like the right lanes and things like that. I'm gonna tell you this, y'all. And when you're dealing with an in-house low board, what I noticed so far is that they only gonna tell you what they want to do about the low. And this 66% shit, I mean, it sounded good and it's definitely a step up from where I came from, but it's not what I mean, I need to see. I'm seeing what I need to see as far as just taking care of myself and taking care of the truck and paying my bills and being able to save. I mean, I can see that happening in a long term, even though I've only been here 3 weeks. But I feel like for all owner ops, you got to pay a truck note, you got to put time for maintenance, you got to put money for fuel. I think the minimum needs to be like 70% of the fucking line. People friends, parent brother, sister, guys, go see stuff for it. Hey, tell him get them goals out his mouth, or they gonna ride his mouth out. They gonna ride and mess with his guns on the goals in his mouth. Uh, but it's been a struggle. It's been a struggle. Another thing too, another thing that I didn't know nothing about. You know what I'm saying? Like they choppy with the percentage. They're real choppy with it. They don't really give you all like they did. We'll break that down in another video. But now it's been a struggle, man. Pushing on a week. It ain't what I thought it was gonna be like. But um I'm getting better at it. It's just you got the deadhead so much here. have to dead it so much to get to the next load. Like the last load, like they had one load right now picking up in Fort Worth, going right into Houston. I could have did today, but picking it up and delivering it ain't up to 200 miles. But I got a deadhead 250 miles to go get it. Then there's no fuel storage, right? So I'm like, nah, that ain't what I really want to do. That's not what I really want to do. Do I really want to do that? No, I do not. You feel me? So altogether, you're gonna spend 500 some miles a whole day. It's gonna take you, and they give you absolutely no fuel source. When I say zero, I mean it says 0, 0, 0, 0. And I'm like, what? And I dropped off in Dayton, Texas, right? Dayton, Texas, the Fort Worth is over 200 some miles, over 250 miles. So they called me, kind of like trying to push for me to take it, and I'm not really feeling this, and now I'm gonna get my little home time and do what I need to do. Okay. Anyway, so don't let. I'm just trying to learn. Like I'm learning how to say no when they call for certain things. I'm learning like what I need to have for the week I've done, like 3 loads. Here, I just dropped off one at Sam's Club last night in Dayton, and I was so exhausted, y'all. I was so tired, y'all. I'm telling you, like I I was so tired. I really was. I just sat there, bagged the damn. I'm trying to bust my ass here. Whatever that happened. I was so damn exhausted that I bagged my damn load of trailer into the spot, and then my ass just fell asleep. But when I woke up, yeah, I had been in my bed and been in my sleep for over 5 hours. I said I'm gonna take me a 30-minute nap and then get up the roll and grab me empty going and see what's popping. See what's popping. But no, my body said no, baby. No, that's just like that. Okay, your girl have been on her way out to Aberdeen. You got to move here. Like, what happened to the short eye? Y'all told me, all y'all that own y'all told me never short eyes, bunch of money. That's what y'all told me. Like, yeah, that follow me, y'all told me bunch of short eyes, whole lot of money. Man, please. My ass gotta go way over to way to the East Coast. I gotta go way over to Maryland. That 2,549 load that I got, the highest load I've ever been attached to yet. So far, I had to touch Maryland for that. So really, when I wrote down the math, I only got paid like $1.20 for that load. That's all I got. So it's been a little bit of a struggle, I would have to say. But I'm getting better at it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. And again, your girl shape is not fussing. I'm not complaining. It's just y'all gashed the girl up and told me get off the Central Mile and get some weird where I can pick my own loads and everything I need to do. And I'm doing that, right? But I still don't see how I'm gonna see $5,000 payout that y'all was talking about. Gassing your girl up. Then come over here, such and such and such. I'm getting out of. What's up going to go get it 4,000? Babe, I'm on home time, honey. Going to get it. I'm on home time right now. I just want to check in with y'all if I get busy with my work and things like that. I'm on home time right now. Well, I just got in. I just got parked this morning, and I'm parked right now. But Yeah, yeah. It's been a struggle. 3 weeks in, but the next Friday will make 4 weeks of successfully running. My truck been holding it in. You know what I'm saying? But I know it's gonna give me another problem soon. That is how she runs. It's 3, 4 weeks of decent running, and she gets another issue. Because I'm afraid the next issue is not a serious issue. You know, you know what I'm saying? So it's alright, man. It's alright. Run 6 days. I run like 4, 5 straight. All right, let's so yeah, man, I'm gonna go have me a drink. I'm gonna go have me a drink somewhere tonight or tonight tomorrow. I might just make my own. Have a couple of margaritas or something. Yeah, I might do me a little karaoke later on tonight. You know, look it up or whatever. And say, nigga, it's been a struggle, man. It's been a struggle. But no, they don't tell you everything about these low boards that they already spend money off the top. You already can tell that the lows are paying way more than what they put on a low board, and then they'll only give you 66% of that. They get a whole line of they show the whole thing. They come to us. Otherwise, you have to bust your ass. Scared to bust your ass. Don't let nobody tell you that because you're a percentage you want to do that many miles. Like some of my conversations come in and say that they don't have to do that. Like, yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. I've been 3 weeks and I've had the deadhead often 250 miles. Sometimes you can do more than that to get to the next load and get moving. So it's not that far when you do the math, you're still in the dollar range for load. One load I've done is actually been when I did the math, I get 2,000 miles. Everything else like $1.03, $5, $10, $15, $1.50. And then I even took one that only I did the math for 87 cents. Um, so yeah, I have not been. I've been totally impressed. You feel me? You thought about getting a head, your ass endorsement. And no, the Hellway has that. The Hell has that. I got a tweet cord, which I've offered that up here, but it just hasn't done me that much good. I have it. It's expired to 23, but it's just I've had no reason to use it because I just bring my truck here and run the porch, but the porch gets slow, and the porch don't run. They go on Saturday, Sunday, they're on Monday through Friday, and yeah, so I get to be thinking when you ready to chop it up, about the 100% when I say you can chop it up with me now. To me, let's chop it up with me now. You got something to tell us? Going to go get it 4,000. You got something to say to exposing the real me. What's going on, baby? The first time seeing you, you have been getting a lot of bad information. You really need your own research, but I try to. I try to, but it's so many other people that watch me that have actually been at this company. So when they were sending me the name and posting their receipts, giving me their receipts, I said, okay, I'm gonna try that because it's either this or stay at the dollar per mile, stay at the cents per mile. Because Kellogg was only paying like 90 cents per mile, and then CFI data was only paying $1 or one. So why not come to a place where I don't know how long you've been watching me, but I'm leasing and I'm limited to companies that. Okay, so uh, so it's not real big. So I mean, but that's how you learn. It communicate with other people. That's how you get the right spot. Communicating. You know what I'm saying? But it's like it's yeah, I've been given a certain amount of money that I'm supposed to be making. That and it ain't hitting on that right now. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you this: everybody don't have the real deal in trucking. Everybody don't have the final say in trucking because everything changes all the time. The rules change all the time. You know what freight gonna be like next year. We got the answer to this shit for these stimulus checks, these PPP loans. We got the answer to this shit really soon. Watch what I tell you. So we're gonna be like paying a whole lot more. We're gonna see lesser freight rates. I think next year. They're gonna go back down to 90 cents a mile for most freight want you to move and all that kind of stuff. What's up, Dan? Seven One, baby? How you doing? What's up?
You talked to me before on IG. It's not the same name.
Okay, exposing the real me.
You said what?
Exposing the real me.
Yep. But my name left door closed.
Oh, okay. So you changed.
Yeah.
Why you look a little bit different? You look a little bit different.
That's probably because I ain't sitting in no truck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I ain't still, but now they ain't had no money over there. I told y'all they did with my escrow. My escrow was $2,600, and they only gave me $1,700. So they had to for fee.
It's always like that. I don't know. You know, a lot of people got a lot of information. A lot of people ain't done this business a long time. So that's why I don't listen to people. You know what I mean? Unless they've been in around for a long time. I ain't talking about no 3, 4, 5 years. That ain't enough time. You know what I mean? So I've been watching you for a long time. You know what I mean? Sometimes I want to see you succeed. You know what I mean? But sometimes you just make some bad decisions. And it's like you don't.
How do I make that?
Hold on, let me say. It's because you listening to everybody else. I listen to what you say. A lot of people disagree with me, but not a lot of people won't tell you. Like you pretty much when somebody say, "Oh, you need to get percentage." Well, percentage is better, but it depends on where you at. It depends on what you're doing. It depends on what company, what they offer, what is they do. Because people complain about like Landstar 65%, this and that, like ain't no money, this and that. I want 100%. For real. If I when it comes time, if I get my own authority, I'll wait the 90 days or whatever it take to get all my money. I won't be using no factoring company. You know why? Because I have bread stacked up. So I won't need to be using that. You know, people got to use a factoring company because they want their money now. But if you just wait the what they got 30, 60, 90-day payouts, you wait that time, they send you your check. You know what I mean? So that's what a factoring company is for.
This is what I heard. Now, the factoring company is just there to help take some of the responsibility. But I heard they can take up to 6% of your money, which is a lot.
It depends on where it's at. You know, it depends on the contract. You got to do your research. That's why I don't listen to people. You can look up what about a factoring company. You can look up factoring companies. You can look up the trucking industry. All this information is available for you to read and not talk to nobody, and it's all facts. It's nobody's opinion. You know what I mean? But you got to know what you need. You got to know what the number is you need a week. It doesn't matter where you at. It's what do you need? What do you have to do to get to where you want to be? That's it. It ain't about who say what. Go here, go there, go there. You know what? I learned in my time that we get influenced by people and the things we watch and the things we see and the things we hear. Open your eye gates, your ear gates. You know what I mean? You letting things in, right? So if you disturb God's plan for you by following somebody else's plan, because you see they over there getting it, no matter what they getting, you may not get it like that. You ain't them. You are you. You gotta seek what God's plan is for you. If that's what it is for you, it may not be this. It may be. I'm not saying anything about that. But what I'm trying to tell you is you listen to all these people. I'm my own operator. I do this. I got my own authority. Who gives a fuck? Don't matter. I do 20 miles for $500. I don't give a fuck. It's irrelevant. What do I need for my house? What do I need for my goals, for my plans? That's it. That's all that's irrelevant to me. I don't care about what none of these people say.
So it's basically what you're saying when people say that they're making money doing this on a short period of time, you don't believe it?
No, I would listen. The company I work through, I lease through. You understand what I'm saying? I'm lease purchasing the truck. I know the deal. All lease purchase deals, it's always a cut of a cut of a cut. No matter where the hell you going. It's gonna always be like that. But guess what? You on your old truck, it's a cut of a cut because you don't know what the low pay unless you got a contract with that person, with that business. Because the broker gonna cut it before they display it, and then they gonna cut it again when they tell you the percentage of what you gonna
So
get.
let me ask you this: Do you think the dashboard and spot market freight is better than in-house? Or do you think
It's
in-house?
always, well, it's gonna be better, but you got to look at a lot of things that's on the dashboard can be on in-house freight boards
Mm.
because it's about who can move the truck, how many trucks are in what area, right?
I'm not liking the in-house board right by now though.
But
I've
you
been
had
doing
a you but listen, I know what leasing company you go through, right? I know where you at. I know somebody. I used to be at Prime. I know somebody at Prime that hold on. I know somebody at Prime that was at Prime that left and went to the company you at. Then something happened and they stopped doing that and then they went local. So you know who I'm talking about. I don't know personally, but I you know who I'm talking about because you speak. Stop. Hold on. Because you speak a lot about that person. But anyway, that's listen. It doesn't matter where you at. At Prime, you pay 1062 a week. They kind of gross everybody at about 4 grand a week. Depending on how you run, who you are, if you train, if you don't train, you can make anywhere from 1,500 to I done got $6,400 checks from Prime when I was there.
and they hold on that now they truck payments now are 12-1300 now. And
It's been
so you
and
might
it
only hold on, so you might only take home from 1300 to 1800 unless you train. But your truck
it's
payment alone
okay.
is 13.
All right, so but take the factors into that. See, now you got to factor everything. Do your research, right? What does Prime offer? Nobody else offer. Nobody really needs it, but they got immaculate facilities. Immaculate. You know what I mean? So they take care of their drivers in that aspect. Now I left Prime for my reasons, and I ain't really, because it was bullshit money. You understand what I'm saying? But I outgrew that shit. You know what I'm saying? So
Hold on. How do you outgrow a company? Explain that.
mentally, I learned too much about the game within myself. All the research I did, not talking to people. I talked to a
Uh,
couple dudes I know been doing this shit for a long time, but I done had my CDL for about 18 years. So I started doing this shit when my kids was babies. My kids is in their 20s now. You understand what I'm saying? They was like infants, 2, 3 years old. You know what I mean? So I've been doing this shit for a long time off and on. You know what I mean? And the game is way different, but a lot the same. They never gonna pay truck drivers what they worth and all that shit. But what I'm just saying is at Prime, you can still make money. Depends on what you need. You're gonna get a brand new fucking truck. Nobody ever drove it but you. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, you're gonna pay a high payment. The first, if you don't bring the 14 grand to start, you're gonna be just a lease operator for 3 years. But if you come in the door with 14 grand, you put down, you can lease purchase. You will lease purchase that truck for 3 years, and at the end of 3 years, you will own that truck unless they've
Now
changed it.
you still got to pay a $30,000 balloon payment.
No, no, you do not. No, no, no. Where you getting your information from? But they wrong
I
as
con-
fuck.
I contacted Prime earlier this year because I thought about walking away from my truck and going on there, and she told me you pay the truck for 4 years, and then that's a $30,000 balloon payment.
All right.
Yes,
So now let me tell you, I've left Prime in
but
two.
see,
I've been gone from Prime.
I'm stuck right here. There's no balloon payment.
Yeah.
Once I make the final
So
payment,
let me just tell
that's
you that I'm
right.
just giving you my experience there. It may have changed. They may have changed things. That's another reason I left. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's bullshit. You know what I mean? But what I'm saying is Prime ain't a bad company. It is for an experienced driver. If you brand new, I just sent a dude to just call me that I play the game with because I drive trucks. Where would I else would I send him? I send him to Prime. Why? Because for a brand new driver, you're gonna make at least 700 a week to start. And then if you stay a little longer with that trainer, you're gonna make 1,000 a week. Then if you go company, you're gonna still make about 1,000 a week. That's life-changing money for a motherfucker working in a factory, right? You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So but he gonna get the facilities, he gonna get the truck, he gonna get the service, all the things that Prime offers, the structure they have makes it okay, but it's bullshit money to me. And for some people like Junior, I know Junior personally very well. That man makes money, but he's figured out the system. You understand what I'm saying? And he works the system it to his benefit. And other people do as well. There's plenty of people who ain't on YouTube at Prime that do that. But see, then I left there and I went to work at Hub Group locally. Bullshit, bullshit, junk equipment, bullshit, pulling rail, pulling containers, bullshit. People say it's good money. Fuck them. They's trash, bro. Straight trash. making $1,000, 12,000. They working me 12, 14 hours a day. Man, you got me fucked up. Not, man, I didn't come home to work no 14 hours. I didn't work like that when I was on the road. So a dude that I trained at Prime is at another company. I pull flatbed. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, you need to come over here. I get over there. Now, I ain't never had problems with a truck. My truck in the shop right now. But it's because I choose to put it in the shop. Yeah, I got a maintenance fund and I make them use it. You understand? But when I first got that truck, the one box went out. That's the whole DEF system. 22,000. That 6 injectors and a radiator.
I wish
22,500. Huh?
don't wish that over this way. My
No,
love
no,
fly.
I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you what happened. And so I worked for like 2, 3 weeks, and then that happened. I was off the whole month of January. You understand? So I ain't make no check, but I'm good financially because of my own shit. So I ain't make no check. What they ended up doing was getting that price down to 7,000. They still ain't took that money from me. I don't know if they washed it or whatever, but regardless, they took care of that aspect. I got the truck. And then I had some other little issues. I said, put the truck in the shop. I had a wheel seal, truck in the shop. Had a wire, a wire to the emissions, to my DEF pump chafed. I seen it and I could have fixed it, but I put it in the shop. You know why I keep putting it in the shop? Because they keep taking money from me for maintenance, and I keep making them use it. Use that money. Use that money. Why I'm gonna go spend my money? It ain't my truck yet.
Let me
Yeah,
ask you this. Let
yeah.
me ask you this. Do you would you recommend people that's company driving now to go get their LLC while they company driving?
Getting an LLC ain't shit.
Uh-uh.
That's
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that now.
you okay? You don't
Have
agree
the
with that?
LLC
I could go start 10
opens up
LLCs right now.
a
I
lot
could take a.
of
I could take. It cost me 125 to file. I can go take 5 different thoughts in my head, make names, check the registry, make sure those names ain't using. I can go spend $600, $700, pay it all at once, and start 5 LLCs right now. Doesn't mean shit. Doesn't mean shit. You can start anybody can start a fucking LLC. That is irrelevant. You have to have an LLC to get a business account. See, this is what I mean by research. I know this shit. I know business. That's why certain people do very well because they really understand business. Getting an LLC don't mean shit. You ain't gotta pay nobody to do that. I did the first time I ever got one when I started my automotive business, my repair business. And I paid somebody to do that, a lawyer, $500 to do that. He filed and all of that shit. And in the process of doing that, I learned what I needed. Then I understood what the bylaws was I had to put in there. So I created my own bylaws. I drew up the LLC is like a form. You just add who's this and who's that. So I took the forms of what he had and I was like, okay, so he put my name here, this name there, my business name there. Okay. So I did that on there. And I filled it out myself when I started my trucking LLC. I paid 125. I went on the IRS website, put my information in. That instantly I got the EIN for free. It's nothing. That shit ain't nothing. I did all that shit even before I went to Prime. When I was still here working on the buses,
But
fixing the
would
city
you
buses.
tell somebody that's coming
No,
up that's just then
no,
they
you
ain't got
want to get an LLC only when you want to start a business. That's only when you want one. You don't need it before or after. You only need it when you want to start one. If that's your goal, if that's your plan. Some people are meant to be workers. Because if you don't have workers, you don't have the economy. Some people ain't meant to be bosses. Some people ain't meant to be executives. Some people ain't meant to run shit. Some people meant to just work. Some people they just want to get a check and go home and don't worry about it. Turn their W-2 in, file their taxes and go home. They don't want to worry about the cost and all of this and paying this and if something happened. And they don't want that and that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. But some people had a mentality that have to I can't work for motherfuckers. I just can't. I'm gonna work there for a little bit and I'm gonna bounce as soon as I have another idea or another thing. I'm just saying, I don't advise anybody to do anything that ain't your plan. And don't be watching other motherfuckers. 'Cause that will alter your plan. Because when I was at Prime, I watched a lot of YouTube. And then I see other people over here like got 2 years and shit like that. Everybody's situation is different. But you like, how that motherfucker, oh, he like that? I can get like that. Let me try to go over here. Let me try to go over there. Like you might think that, but the grass ain't always greener, right? That's like cheating, right? Well, you be talking about that a lot.
I'm kind
Ain't
of
that
seeing that where I am right now. You feel what I'm saying? But
you
you
trying to
got a network. You know what I'm saying? To get knowledge sometimes.
no,
Sometimes you can't.
you ain't never got a network to get the knowledge because the knowledge is available for you. You got
Not
the
all the
you
time.
got the
Not all.
ATA, you got the American Truck Association website, you got WIDA, you got all these things that are resources that are available to you that you do not need people for to get information. You
I
don't
don't
you don't
agree.
need other truck drivers. to get information. You don't. That's how I get my information. I don't talk to drivers. I don't be out here talk. I'm an antisocial motherfucker, man. I want to be left the fuck alone. I could talk to people. Leave me the fuck alone. That's one reason I drive trucks. Leave me the fuck alone. Don't bother me. I don't want nobody calling me. I don't want nobody fucking with me, telling me, oh, we need you to go do this. They don't do that where I'm at, and that's the only reason I'm still here. They call me like, we got this load, this, this couple of options. You want them or don't?
I have to step in real fast. Some things you have to work because
You
that's
said
what
what? I'm sorry,
knowledge
you broke up.
experience is. You understand?
Hold on,
You
wait.
never,
Slow down. You breaking up. You said what now?
sometimes when you network, that's where you get some of the best knowledge. So I would
That,
just
that,
say that everything
I'm not saying it's wrong to network. I'm
some
not
things
saying
the
don't.
company them only
Hold on,
gonna
hold
let
on,
you know so much.
hold on.
You
You
understand
want to
what
put
I'm
your
saying?
yeah,
Google
but
gonna let you know so much. People like to give you sometimes I say 30% of the time you have to go to a person that's been through it.
this is you got to network with people that are going to give you the information. A lot of people ain't, especially our people. You understand what I'm saying? They just ain't gonna give you all the right information. You got to know somebody who don't care, who want to help people, who ain't a hater, right? Like who want to see other people succeed, who want to see their people succeed. Because when you networking, that's why you got to be cautious. See, I'm a street nigga, so I can really recognize game. Like, nigga, this nigga don't know what he's talking about. Cause I know more than he know. When he start talking, he tell me, "Oh, you need to do this. I have my own authority for 2 years, and I've been doing it." Yeah, you don't know shit. You shouldn't even be running right now. You don't know shit. You got some more shit to go learn, nigga. You know what I mean? So it depends on who it is you talking to. I ain't saying don't network. I'm just saying all the information that a person. That's like somebody like on YouTube charging you for a course to be a broker. You got to pay that. I'm not saying you would have to, but if you want to be a lazy motherfucker and don't want to do no reading, that's what they say with black folk. You want to hide something from them, put them in a fucking book. It's true. Because all this information is available to be read and then you will learn. Just like laws are available to be read and you will learn them. Do you want to take the time to learn them or you want somebody to tell you, oh, they can't do that to you? This is the law. Like, how the
But
fuck
I
do you
tell
know?
you this, I tell you this, Mr. Leftover. I would rather, depends on what it is, learn from somebody that's where I'm at, what I'm trying to go through with the knowledge and with the experience. I
With that
would rather
knowledge,
learn that way than learn everything on my own. Yeah,
but you still learning everything on your own. Cause what kind of information you getting? You ain't got no information that's got you to another place where you hearing numbers, right? You chasing numbers. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna see a $5,000 check. You could if you were learn a system and work it to the best of your ability. But guess what? When you working through leasing through a company like that and only can go to companies that you at that they hold, what the hell you think you're gonna get? If one company pay $1 I would have never took nothing at nowhere, at least, and I'd have been like, what this company pay? Oh, what that company pay? If it's all around $1 mile, never in my life would I took that. I'd have just sat and waited. I would have went and been a company driver somewhere until I figured it out.
now
Because
being a company driver, being a job would have been going backwards for me. I don't do that.
that's just your mindset. It is, you know what I mean? I went to work at Walmart. I quit. I drove for fucking Walmart. I used to see Walmart truck. I'm like, that's the ultimate. 90 grand a year. They pay for everything. I'm home 2 times a week. Guaranteed. Walmart right here in Ohio, where I live. 15 minutes from my house. I go to Walmart. I pay, they now getting in Walmart. It ain't fucking easy. We done had people ain't even show up on test day. That's how hard it can be. Hard the shit they want you to do. But I passed. I got hired. You understand what I'm saying? And I stopped every day I drive. I went on training for like a week or something, or 2 weeks or something like that. To show me how to do stuff, check in and fill out the paperwork and shit, not to drive, right? And we did that. And then in the end, I just was like, is this after I got on my own, I start driving. This shit is cake. You just pull in the dock, drop yours, put your paperwork in there, grab the empty, pull off. They already gave you your next load, go to where you going next, or do whatever, right? It was so cake, and the money is so easy. But guess what? It ain't about the money, man. I was just like, is this what I'm gonna do for the rest of my life? Work for a motherfucker? I'm just gonna work
That's
for a motherfucker, get a retirement? No, hell no. I'm not gonna do that because that's not what I was destined to do. So I stopped. Who will
but
walk
see,
away
you got
from that?
90,000 at Walmart paying. You think how much they making up off?
It doesn't matter.
That's
Walmart ain't a
it.
trucking company. Let's start there. They making billions because they're not a trucking company. They're a transportation department of a department store. They're not a trucking company. That's why they take care of their drivers. They don't treat us like drivers. We assets, and they actually treat. I ain't gonna say nothing bad about that. That Walmart is, if you got 2.5 years and no shit on your record, and you want to be a company driver, you want to just have a relaxed job, that's the motherfucking place to be. That, benefits day one, all that shit. That's the place to be. That's one of the top notch in the industry because it's not a trucking company.
Mm. Well,
I'm not going.
I worked on a Walmart dedicated before, and I know what it's
No,
like.
no,
But
no,
they
no,
work
no, no. Yeah, not no Walmart dedicated. No,
that.
working for Walmart, wearing a Walmart uniform. You Walmart, you gonna get first priority over anybody there, anytime, at all the time. When I pull in the gate, they take 3 Walmarts before they take one outside truck. So if 3 of us pull up at one time and he pulled up and he got to the gate before us, he gonna stand there until they check all 3 of us in. That's how
Yeah,
Walmart do they
I know how
drivers.
Walmart know they run their drivers just the same though. I know how they go. I mean, I get what you're saying. I mean, I get it taking care of you, but I know how to you gonna work for that money. Though. You gonna work for it. They work five.
You
They'll
don't work
put
that hard. I
5 damn
promise you,
jobs.
you're not gonna
Damn.
work that hard. People think it's like what you think. I got the experience. I'm giving you firsthand knowledge. You don't work that hard at Walmart. The job is fucking cake. A driver gave me a saying that the dude that was training me, and I live by it now. Just drive the truck and cash the check. You ain't gotta do nothing else. Just go where they want you to go, and it ain't far. I'm home every shit. I was home more than 2 days a week. I get my 2 days off. Plus, when I drop here, I just park the truck and get in my truck and come on to the house, sleep at home, come back the next day, go pick my load up, bang out, drop that, and I just rip and run. Yeah, I don't go that far. 300-400 miles.
Yeah.
You ain't running that damn hard. And it's all dropping hook. You ain't touching shit. I mean, you do refrigerator, it's gonna be live and low. Guess what? You touch nothing. You back in, guess what? They start taking your shit off now.
See, you ain't been watching me that long. I was on a Walmart dedicated, and I would have to unload them damn trailers 4 or 5 times.
Did you work for
Out of
Walmart?
Brundage,
Hold on.
Alabama. The Walmart DC out of
Okay,
Brundage,
hold on.
Alabama. They work the hell out of you. No. They work the hell out of you on that reefer side. Yes, hell they do. You gotta lift that damn thing up. You gotta help unload the fucking trailer. You gotta go 4 or 5 different.
Did you work for Walmart? Not on nobody, not US Express dedicated Walmart, not JB Hunt dedicated Walmart. No, Walmart with a
Same
Walmart
thing.
uniform. No, it's not the same. I guarantee you it's not. It's not. I don't touch
I
shit.
saw
When
one
I do
drive.
refrigerated, I don't do nothing. I don't touch nothing. I open the fucking door. That's what I touch. I open the door, they take everything off. Shit falling over and all of that, I just stand there. We don't touch nothing. We are
They
reported to
changed
not
things.
touch a goddamn thing in that truck. Ever.
They had changed the rules.
Yeah.
I'm listening to it, Curtin. I'm listening to it, but I'm telling you what I went through. My video was up.
Yeah, but you fail to realize this is the difference. You did not work for Walmart. You worked for whoever company, Swift, that has a Walmart account. That is not Walmart. It'll never be
They
Walmart.
changed.
It is not the same. That's like saying that's not the same. It will never be the same. It will never be the same. That's what this is what I mean. You have to start listening to people who have knowledge. I'm one of them. And I be in your background all the time. I don't get on here that much. I'm tired. I'm tired of seeing you doing this to yourself. And I'm tired of listening to the people who tell you what you need to do. And what you need to do is focus on you. I stopped watching YouTube. I don't even make videos on my channel. You know why? I thought about it, but I'm like, man, fuck all that. Move in silence. That's the nigga that I've always been. Do my shit in the background and just make my moves. Yeah, you might come over because you're a YouTuber. You've been doing it. So yeah, you got people who care about you. So you're gonna get on there. You know what I mean? It's just I'm trying to tell you that shit, certain shit, just ain't the same, man. It don't matter if you get percent. I don't give a fuck if you was getting 50%. What do you need and what you gonna do at the company you at to get it? To get what you need. It ain't about what that motherfucker over there getting. It ain't about what he over there getting. Count somebody else's pockets. That's what that is. Count your pockets. Worry about your pockets. Stay in your lane. And I'm just trying to help you to get you into a different mindset because that's all this shit is mindset. This shit ain't got nothing to do with people with the industry, man, because the industry has been the industry and it's gonna always be the industry. And if you can understand the industry, rates is always gonna be like they are, up and down. It's like the stock market. You know what I'm saying? It's about what can you pull, what can you do. Another myth you got is that flatbedders get pulled over all the time. I ain't never been fucked. I got DOT once and I was reefer with Prime. I've never been DOT'd as a flatbedder. Ever.
It messes too
Ever.
much.
And I don't give a fuck if they do because I check everything. They don't never mess with me. You know
What's
why?
up?
I don't have shit in my dash. My truck stays immaculate. So when you pull in, you got a whole bunch of papers and shit in your dash. Oh yeah, you get pulled in. That's a messy driver. Let's check them out because they don't check their shit. They don't even clean their truck. That's how cops think. That's why they do shit like that. Oh, we're gonna search this one. Oh, we're gonna check this one because they got shit everywhere. That's why they do that. They don't fuck with motherfuckers that take care of their shit. They don't see shit. Yeah, they might pull you in. You pull you in. You bring them your paperwork. They open the door. You hand them a book. Your paperwork's in order, straight, everything neat. They looking in your truck. They scoping. That's their job. That's what cops is. But when they looking, they be like, damn, this motherfucker pretty clean. Like shit. All right, well, ain't shit all over the place. He ain't motherfucking got trash all over the motherfucker. I watched this motherfucker next to me the other couple weeks ago open his fucking passenger door, trash piled up to the top of the motherfucking from the floor to the top of the dash. And it was all trash because he was cleaning it out with a big ass trash bag. Like, nigga, you let your shit get like that? Nigga, take my trash out every time I stop. Like, you let your shit get like that? You nasty bastard. That's why niggas get pulled over. That's why they fuck with people. They don't just randomly fuck with
Nah,
flatbedders.
nah, they fuck with people because I got somebody in flatbed. He get fucked with all the time. He's able
Yeah,
to
but yeah, he get fucked with all the time, but we don't know his situation. We don't know what this nigga doing. We don't know what his truck condition is. We don't know what it look like. He got one of them duct tape, them motherfucking duct tape Volvos that
no,
these
no, no,
niggas
no.
be riding.
When I'm mid road, he get fucked with all the time. But he go in and out of California all the time though. Too.
Yeah, but it don't matter. You go in, yeah, if you go through Banning in California and coming across Nevada into California on whatever the fuck that is coming down, they do that's why I got pulled in at 3 o'clock in the fucking morning to get DOT level 1. Guess what? I sat there, pushed the brake for the nigga, let off the brake. Push the brake for the nigga, let off the brake. Check my logs. Guess what?
Yeah,
Put a
they make you air brake test. Damn.
put a motherfucking sticker in my window and said you shouldn't be getting messed with by anyone. They could still pull you in, but when they see the sticker, they'll know that you recently been level 1. And guess what? I ain't had no problem since. And that was in that truck. That was in my prime truck. And even over here, I keep my truck. I check my truck every day. I DOT my truck every day.
Let
Motherfucker,
me ask
you
you.
know what I mean? People I watch up, wake up, open their curtain, you know what I mean? Look around, smoke a cigarette, and then pull the fuck off. Like, nigga, you ain't get out and kick a tire. You ain't check shit. You don't even know if somebody took your seal, your lock, cut a strap, anything. These motherfuckers, nobody checks their shit. That's that new age driver shit.
I'm ask you this. So let me ask you this. Now, you spoke so highly about Prime, right? So when
Yeah.
you come across new game, they get into the trucking game. Do you recommend Prime or do you tell them to go on research?
Let me tell you this. There's only been one dude that's ever approached me. There's only been one dude that's ever approached me. And that was just the other day. And guess what? I sent him to Prime. He just texted me back the other day. It was like, he sent me a Facebook message. It was like, he's like, yo, I want to let you know that they approved me. All I gotta do is do a drug test. He has like he said do the what's that shit you get? Hold on. What before you get your license, permit. Do the permit cost money? I was like, it's 40 to 60 bucks. I don't remember. Shit. It's been many years since I had a permit. You know what I mean? I said my license cost me about 60, 70 bucks a year. You know what I'm saying? I mean, every 5 years, wherever the fuck it is, I gotta renew. You know what I mean? But he was like, oh, okay, cool. But they accept him. But I sent him there. Why? Because he gonna get great training, at least 30 to 50,000 miles of being with one person or more, depending on who the fuck you get or how you are if you switch. But you're gonna get the training, you're gonna get some experience. You're gonna get the best facilities, and when you're done with that trainer, you're gonna get the best goddamn truck. When you stop in there, they clean them showers like truck stops. Every
I
time
mean,
somebody leave.
I get that but you a slave to the truck with those kind of payments.
Yeah, it's for how you think
Slave.
about it. Everybody, no, you're not, and I don't know where you're getting your information from. Look at what you are. You a
You a
slave to that
slave.
truck. You a slave to
Yeah,
that truck.
I can take off 7 to 5 days, and I'm not that big of a hole though.
Shit, I could
Yeah,
take. Look, I took off a whole month, and guess what? When I first came back, I didn't get no check. That first week I ran. The next week I got 2,800. I ain't
that's the
never in the
same
motherfucking hole. I
thing
ain't
in
never in
Prime.
the hole. I'm never in the hole.
That's the same thing
Over
in Prime.
here at the prime is different because the way they do their structure. So you are in the hole because they actually bill it to you. They hold my payments and then it's added up. But then at the end, when I work the next week, so they take all my payments that I'm back, which is 1 or 2 or 3. They take those payments and then they take all my other costs, right? And in the process, it's what I can gross at this company that I'm at. You understand what I'm saying? And with rates the way they are now, especially in flatbed with the shit that we haul, and I'm getting $5 a mile lumber loads out of Florida. I got a $5 a mile
Good.
lumber load out of fucking Florida coming up to Ohio.
I think I saw the
That shit
Florida
was
was
what,
like
like 800 miles, and that shit paid me, I forgot, with like 3-4 grand, 40 something hundred or something.
everything out of Florida is 80. Everything going in is 3-4,000, but everything coming out is like 80 cents a mile.
Yeah, but that's what you do, and that's what the company you're with. That ain't every company, and that ain't the industry. That's what you need to know. Ain't nobody telling you that. I'm listening to people on your lives all the time. Ain't nobody telling you that shit. Why ain't nobody telling you that? That's just the place you're at. That's just the company you're dealing with. You chose that company. Now you deal with their bullshit because you so deep into it. You a slave to that truck. Because why you don't got the money to just pay it off right now? You should just have the bread right now.
I can, but that's not what
But that'd be the best thing to do. Then you can detach from them motherfuckers. I met a dude in Florida that had a like, I don't know if yours is like that, but it's double axles, but only one axle works on the back of his truck. He was pulling flatbed, step deck in Florida for Landstar. And he said he don't even leave fucking Florida. And he make a lovely living. See, everybody's situation is different. How much you need? What do you need? What you trying to do? What kind of mindset are you? Are you frugal? Are you a spender? Are you trying to keep up with the Joneses? You want to be like everybody else, or you want to be like you? I don't want to be like no motherfucking body else.
that's like people that don't around here. Now, my money is staying that other things I want to do. I want to cop me a trailer.
You want to do what?
I want to cop me a trailer for the years over with.
Okay.
So that's why
Then keep working your plan. But see,
my reserves are staying where they are right now after the truck is paid for. Then you see me do other things.
I'm gonna tell you that you do whatever you got to do for you. It don't matter to me. You understand what I'm saying? Because what you eat don't make me shit, right? What I eat don't make you shit. I'm only gonna give you advice for life. I'm a little older than you. You know what I mean? Like y'all be talking that way. I ain't cheating on my wife for shit. Ain't no pussy out there better than that pussy. And that's my pussy. You know what I mean? That's my baby. I be out here, you know what I mean? I can cheat. Why would I? Shit. I just jack off. That's the much cheat I'm gonna do, watch porn. My wife know. I'm gonna jack off. That's it. And I don't even do that much no more. Because I'm home every goddamn weekend. So I'm good.
Little bit too much information.
No, you see, that's why my channel, that's why it's called Exposing the Real Me, because I'm gonna tell you what everybody else ain't gonna tell you about themselves. You understand what I'm saying? I'm an honest guy. I'm a real guy. I'm never gonna tell you nothing to do something that's gonna hurt you. You understand what I'm saying? Because if you want to grow, you're gonna have to learn some other things. You know, like getting another truck. It's not a good idea. Because you don't even know how to, you ain't running that truck right yet. Getting an authority, that is not the ultimate. There is no ultimate in trucking. Success is what you mean it, what it is for you. There is no number or no special thing for success. Success is, I'm successful right now and I have nothing.
Your own authority, people are eating off. I don't agree with that.
People doing what?
But until you get your own authority.
Guess what? It costs money to make money. Niggas who sell dope, niggas eating off of them. But do that mean that they ain't no baller? If I buy 2 keys, do that mean that the nigga who got 100 keys or a metric ton, because I'm eating off of him, because he eating off of me, because of the price he cutting, because of the deal he getting, that I need to cut him out? That's the problem with motherfuckers. Everybody eat. You ain't ever seen that? Everybody need to eat. Everybody can eat. And when a nigga get greedy, that's when it gets sideways. Everybody can eat. There's too much money in this world. Worried about that bullshit. 65%. Yeah, motherfucker gonna tell you, oh, I get 90%. Yeah, but nigga, you got a trailer payment, you got a trailer escrow, you got this, they take out fees for that, they take out fees. See, they ain't breaking that shit down to nobody. They just talk about, oh, my truck payment only 350, 400 a week. Yeah, nigga, if you ain't talking about that trailer payment, because I done called some of these companies. Oh, there's a trailer payment, 275 a week for trailer rental. You ain't owning it, you ain't leasing it, you ain't buying it. So you renting it. Oh, you gotta pay for the maintenance on the motherfucker. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. So that all them costs added up, and plus the freight you gonna be giving me, I'm never gonna make what I could make somewhere else. So why would I come there? But this motherfucker over there, I get paid 90%. 90% of what, motherfucker? 90% of what? Nigga, you still getting a cut of a cut. Everybody is. It's the industry. This is a game. It's Monopoly. You got to learn how to play it.
I'm chasing that. That's a big piece of the pie. That's all I'm
Why?
chasing.
What's the
That's
big
all
piece? Well, why? Let's answer that. Answer me that. Why? Give me your why.
I want more control of my business. I'm tired of being taken advantage of by the broker, by the
Okay,
company.
hold on, wait. But let me tell you something. What does a bigger piece of the pie have to do with control? Answer me that. Because those two things don't go together necessarily.
Have more of a handle on your business. You have more of a handle on what you will or will not do and move this truck as you negotiate what you deserve to pay. Right now on this low board, some of the things that I'm seeing when I chop it up with other drivers on the way that I come across here and there, and they going to the exact same place, they're getting paid 2-3 grand more than me, and I'm
Okay,
going to the
hold on,
exact
wait.
same.
Let me ask you a question. Are they do they work where you work at?
No, they
No.
not.
All right, so we know that they don't.
They
Let me
not.
I'll open
They
it.
not. They not.
Hold on real quick. So they don't work where you at. So guess what? That's the number one reason why it don't matter. Stop comparing. You already know they pay more. Now you need to get the number. What did you get paid for this load? Okay, so now I know that these loads pay around this much. Now, yeah, eat that. Go sit down and eat. Go watch your pad.
Because see, dealing with it now.
Oh, Spider Hand. I'm sorry. I got my grandson. Hold on. Hold on real quick. My bad. This dude. All right, go ahead.
My authority first and foremost, it was for the freedom. Exactly, still Curtis. Exactly. It wasn't for the money. I always made money trucking even as a company driver. So you have to come in and elaborate on that. It wasn't for the money. Still Curtis.
Right,
I
but
don't.
it's not about. Listen, man. You know somebody else told you that not too long ago. What are you chasing? You chasing a dollar? And if you chasing a dollar, why? You a child of God, right? If you a child of God, because I'd have heard it out your mouth. If you a child of God, why we chasing money? We are not of this world. So why we chasing things of this world? Because money gonna come when you do what you're supposed to do for you. Money gonna come. So what we chasing a dollar? Because we want the big dollar. We want the $5,000 low. We want the $10,000 weeks. Why? What is your goal? What is your end game? What is the
Freedom.
point of doing it? Freedom is freedom from what? Because if it was freedom, you would be paying that truck off now. Because freedom, that's the number one freedom right there. Financial freedom. No debt. Zero debt. Pay cash for everything.
I agree with that. You always gonna have that. When you die,
You're a
you
liar.
got
You're a liar. You're a
that
liar. You're a
is
liar.
always
I
in
got
your
the
life.
I just paid my
You
house off.
always,
I just paid my
always.
house off. 30-year mortgage, 80
You
grand.
got
I
that.
just paid it off.
You still got
I don't owe
upkeep.
nobody. They can't come take this unless I don't pay my taxes.
Okay, you still
Fine.
got
So
that.
guess what? I can sit in this motherfucker. I can quit working and sit in this motherfucker as long as I want. I can go out here and motherfucking work on 2 cars a month, making 300 off them cars. So that's 600 a month, and I can
That's
live.
right.
That's freedom. I don't got to do. I can do what I want to do. That's freedom. Hold on. That's freedom. Financial freedom. You know what I mean? People get we gotta have debt. We ain't gotta have debt. Debt can be used as a tool, but debt you gotta think why was it created? Who created
Always,
debt and what they created for?
always. They don't go away. There's
It don't?
always that.
Why is it?
No, I
Why
go
is it?
away.
I just bought a car. I just bought a car, 14,000. How much debt do I owe? Zero. Why? Because I saved up, I waited, I drove the piece of shit that I had. I kept working on it, kept getting it fixed, whatever I had to do. And when I had the money, I went out and bought what I wanted to buy. I could have went and got credit and got a note. The fuck I'm gonna give a nigga interest for when I could just go pay cash? Yeah, it's gonna take me longer, but it's called patience. Why would I do that? Who does that? Who does that? People who need something right now that you ain't supposed to have right now. Oh, God bless me with this new car. Bitch, you just got a whole bunch of debt. Fucking that ain't no blessing. Debt is a fucking curse. The Bible says it.
Man, it don't go nowhere. You gonna have it in life though. That
Why?
every
But
life.
that's a mindset. Who's telling you these things? Because that's the wrong way to think. Who is teaching you this? Because
That's
it's
life.
wrong.
That's
No, it's
life.
not. What do you have to have debt for? Give me the reason. What do you have to have debt for? You have to have it.
It's
What
a real life. It's always be there.
you want to you
Oh,
want to buy? You said the what?
that isn't always be there.
Why?
It's always gonna be something you pay for. It's always something you gotta pay for. Before your head
Hold on, wait,
transportation.
no. Let's talk about something. Let's understand what debt is first, because what you're talking about is cost of living, and debt are two different things. The cost to live is what you're gonna have to pay for. Debt is when I owe a motherfucker something and they getting interest off of me. That's debt. When I get a credit card and I get something right now today, but I can make payments on it. Debt. But I gotta pay my light bill. Cost of living, not debt.
But hold on. But it's some people that say that credit is king.
It's gonna be plenty of people that's gonna tell you that, because listen, it's a trick, it's a game. You can use it to your advantage, but the problem is if you can't manage your money before you had credit, the fuck you gonna do when you get some credit? Fuck it up like I did mine? Fuck it up like I did mine? What you gonna do? Have motherfuckers calling you all the time? Shut up. He in there like, yeah. You need to hush. You know what I'm saying? What you gonna do? You understand? Listen, I'm gonna give you a game. Like, what you need to do? We need that. I teach my kids, you don't need no fucking debt. You want to get that? Go ahead, get it. I know how to use it. I know how to play the game. But if you don't play it right, you can't manage your money. Guess what? You ain't gonna do? Motherfuckers succeed when they come to debt game. People borrowing money to get money to make money. Borrow money. I ain't never been fronted nothing when it come to the game.
You go purchase a truck that's not getting debt.
Hold on. What I'm doing now is a means to, listen, when I came in, my credit score was too low to go purchase a truck. And if I would have purchased a truck, it's about how fast I'm going to pay that truck off. If I bought a $100,000 truck, brand new, if I bought a $180,000 brand new truck, right? Let's say it was brand new, 180 grand. Am I going to wait 7 years or 5 years or whatever that term is to pay it off? Hell no, I'm about to take every goddamn dollar I make, and I ain't going to be going to no bullshit ass company. I go to somewhere like Landstar or something like that, because you have more control. You don't have all of it. You only get, I'm gonna get more percentage than dry van, right? But percentages is a number. It's about what I need. So it's about, do I know how to move? Do I know where the freight is? Do I know what's coming out of what area? Who produces what? You can learn that by reading. You don't have to talk to people to know these things. You can read things and find out. Oh, in Ohio, we produce a lot of steel here. Some places are production, some places are not production places. You understand? You know what it costs you to run your truck. All right, it's gonna cost me this. Listen, how much I'm gonna burn in fuel? This is how much I normally burn. Fuel surcharge is there just to motherfucking help you. It's never gonna cover the cost of fuel ever in life, ever will it. It's just a gimmick. Everybody uses debt. Everybody uses debt. I don't. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Everybody, and only thing, this ain't even debt, because I can walk away from this motherfucking truck at any goddamn day. I won't. If I say fuck it, but guess what? I just make the little bullshit payment, keep making the bread as I go, keep doing what I do, stack bread, and in the end, I ain't gonna need it. I'm gonna own that truck, and then at the end, I ain't gonna have no debt. I'm not even in debt because I don't have a loan on this truck. They can't come back and take nothing from me. That's why I'm trying to teach you some things. I'm a little wiser than you, just a little bit. I lived a little longer than you, just a little bit. You understand me? Just a little bit. You know, so I got a little bit more game, and there's some people who live just as long as me and a little bit longer who stupid as fuck, who don't know shit, and I'm just telling you. I see them, I talk to them, I know. I'm like, you full of shit. You don't know what you're talking about. You know what I mean? This game is like some people is meant for this shit, and some people ain't meant for this shit. Trucking is a lifestyle, right?
You gotta love it.
You gotta love it. You have to have a love for it. That's what brought me back to this shit. I stopped working on trucks years ago because I love my kids more. I love my children more than I love trucks.
I come across a lot of ladies that get out here in 6 months, they quit. You gotta love it. You gotta want to be dedicated. You gotta want to.
But everybody, you know why people look at trucking the way they do? Because of what you say. Now, I'm not saying you personally, and maybe it is sometimes, but it's the money. Oh, I can make $5,000. I had a motherfucker at the bank talking to me, man. When I went to get some money at the bank the other day, the dude, the teller's like, I really want to get into trucking. I really want to do this. I really want to do that. I done talked to the dude who set up who just sent you the message, Nathan Galloway. I see him passing me one day. I got his number. Off the CB, me and him chopped it up once, twice. I got his number now. I don't call him that much because I'm not a bothersome to people. I got Calvin Leake's number. These are people who got game, who if you talk to will give you real game, who doing things out there. We ain't, yeah, G-Way. We ain't talking about niggas who still working at companies. And I ain't saying nothing. Like, I know Country Ghetto. I know him, so I'm not talking bad. That man, he's a upstanding guy. I know him. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not talking about people like that, but I hear a lot of other people make comments and do things and come in and talk to you who I don't know. And the shit they be saying be irrelevant to your situation. Because it's all about let's get this money. You can make more money if you do this. You can make more money if you do that. Nigga, I can make more money if I sell 10 bricks right now. I can make more money than you can make driving that truck. I can make more money if I call my mans and get them to drop off 100 keys. I can make more money doing that. But why would I fucking do that? Because it ain't my lane. I'm gonna do what it's for me in my lane. You understand what I'm saying? It's in my lane. What I'm gonna do. What's for me? What does God have for me? That's where you need to meditate. And you need to figure out what God has for you. And stop listening to everybody else. And only take what I say is for whatever's for you. Because everything may not be for you. It may be for somebody else who's in here. Because, sometimes God uses people, right? He uses the words that come out of my mouth sometimes, and it might help somebody else who may be going through something or been through something and may have, some situations that you have, and they ain't saying nothing. They just scared to say something. Because we always worried about what another motherfucker think of us. Nigga, at least I don't give a fuck. What that got to do with you? Oh, you ain't shit. Nigga, it don't matter. It don't matter what my bread is. It don't matter nothing. I own my shit, bruh. I owe no man nothing. All of this, all of this, all of that, that's mine. Mine. I owe no man nothing. Well, I mean, I still owe some people. I'm still working on that. But that's my goal. See, my goal is to owe no man nothing. Never be in anybody's pocket. When I want a new truck, I'm going to go pay cash. I watched the motherfucker Busy Blake at Prime. I don't really, know the dude. I've seen him a couple times, but I seen his videos come out. This nigga just paid 160 grand for a fucking Volvo. Cash, working at Prime, being a trainer. And he's a company driver at Prime.
Yeah,
He wasn't no lease. So you can't tell me that this shit can't be done at Prime. It could be done anywhere you are because it depends on the individual and not the company. Now, you've made the decision that you did. So that's that saying. You made your bed, now lay in it. But that doesn't mean just lay there and motherfucker be dormant. That means lay there, plot, scheme, learn, get wiser, and move accordingly. Do what you need to do and make that shit work for you.
Okay. This is another reason too. I want to get on the percentage side to get the dispatching myself, because how you going to get in your own authority, you never dispatch yourself.
Yeah, but that's the learning step. So know that.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen. G-Way, Gangster, Nathan Galloway on there. He never, he in your comments, his pen is posted. Never, he done said on there, he switched from dry van to flatbed. He fucked up some. It was a learning curve, but he had some solid people giving him solid information. You know what I'm saying? It's helping him. Solid people. You know what I'm saying? And now look at what he doing. Look at what he doing now. My man pulling an RGN. I'm proud of him. Like, I look at his shit, I'm like, bro, you came a long way, man. Look at Pink Baby. Look at her. Boss. But you can see it in the way motherfuckers move. She ain't making videos all like that, like she used to. G-Way, he make his videos, but he ain't doing like he used to because we move in silence, man. Everybody don't gotta know your every move. And then everybody who, even if they know your moves, you still gotta be one up his chest, not checkers, right? I gotta be 3 moves ahead of the motherfucker. That's why. So me being at home right now, I could have fixed my truck personally, but you know what I did, and it would have cost me like $400-500, right? It's probably gonna cost me. It's at Freightliner, so it's probably go. I told him do a PM wise there too. I did that because I wanted to be home for more than a couple days, and I can stay home as long as I want. But they'd be bugging me at the company. I'm like, oh, when you think you want to come out? And then I tell them, oh, give me a few days. Oh, do you think you want to come out today? I had this load. Nope, I want to. And then they'll start getting mad, so I just leave it in the shop. I come home and do what I need to do, spend the time I need to do, and then after that, I go back. So next week, I go back to work. I make the money that I need to make, and then hopefully nothing go wrong with my truck again, because I be knowing what's wrong with it. I be telling them what's wrong with it. When I go to the dealer, it need a pivot pin. My transmission wouldn't shift. I said it need a pivot pin bushing. They looked at me like, So when they called me, it's like, yeah, you were right. I need a pivot pin. Yeah, well, motherfucker, I know what I need because I know my truck, because I learned my truck. But I'm a mechanic too, so I know. You know what I mean? I
One
know
thing
things for
I
research.
say, being a lady, I've learned from having this truck what is for this and that when it hits miles and what to look for. You understand? So I would say,
Yeah.
like people took a truck up a long time ago, and I say, no, I want to get somewhere and get stable and stop bouncing from here to here and here to there for this company, that company. That's not getting stable. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm getting closer to the end. I will be finished now. If it for the I was down in Memphis, I'll be finished paying for the truck.
Listen,
You know
you
what
gonna be all
I'm
right. You gonna get it done. You gonna do your thing. But let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Women are different than men, right? And we
saying? Oh,
designed that way for a reason, right? So women are not. Women make decisions. Women need security. You understand what I'm saying? My wife make her own money. My wife has her own business. Guess who walked her through that? She just got her own shop. Like the shop she was in, the lady was like, I'm gonna give it up unless you want it. So she just gave it to her. Not gave it to her. She gotta pay, you know what I'm saying? But now it's her shop. And that's what her dream was. Guess who made that possible? Her husband. Why? Because I want to see my baby succeed. If she loves doing it, I want her to love doing it. I want to help her to do what she loves. You understand what I'm saying? But guess what she need? That financial stability, that stability in a man. My wife don't worry about me cheating when I'm out there. I talk shit and I flirt, but that's just me. You know what I mean? I'm a street nigga. I still got some bad habits to break. It's not right, but as God changes me, it will change, right? As I continue to seek Him, things in me will change. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes I fall short. We human, right? But I don't be out here fucking. I ain't about to fuck with your pussy. I don't want to see none of that. Not no. You want to sit down, have something to eat? Want to talk some shit? Yeah, we can do that. I ain't fucking with you. I holler. You know what I mean? Because ain't
well,
nothing
you
better
supposed
than mine.
to be married. That's
Huh?
supposed. That's what you're
Yeah.
supposed to
You,
be
you are you are supposed to do that, but you're not even supposed to do what I do. The husband that I want to be, I'm not yet. And a lot of times I think that I'm not a good husband, good enough husband. You understand what I'm saying? I made my mess ups in the beginning, but I've cheated on my wife, but she wasn't my wife. We were just boyfriend and girlfriend. You understand what I'm saying? We weren't married. And it was for other reasons because first off, I come from a line that's what I've been doing all my life, right? Hoe hopping. I was a hoe. You understand what I'm saying? Fucking this one, that one, and every other one. So when we came into the relationship, when something happened that I didn't like, I moved and I go seek something else just so I have a backup plan. I got caught. You know what I mean? We had a big thing falling out. We broke up for a little bit. We got back together. I changed. You know what I mean? Over time. But see, I had to want to change because I needed what she got. My wife is my strength, and I'm her strength. Where I'm weak, she's strong. Where she weak, I'm strong. You know what I'm saying? That's why we mesh, and that's how it should be.
married.
Huh?
I think that's how things supposed to be in a marriage.
They are. And I'm gonna tell you it ain't fun because when you get married, that spiritual dynamic changes. Because me and my wife been together for 10 and a half years, almost 11 years now. We've been married fucking five. I think it's about to be 6 years. You know what I mean? Because I had a 5 year deal. I don't marry no woman that I can't be with for 5 years. And most of them never last 5 years, 2, 3 years. I'm like, if I'd have been divorced so many goddamn times if I was just marrying a woman because I thought she was the one, it's got to be at least five. And that's just my thing. You know what I'm saying? We got to be able to be together for at least 5 years. And she the only one that's ever made that happen in
Yeah,
my life. You say what?
married. She never want to get on the truck.
No, my wife don't fuck with that truck. I be trying to get her to take a ride with me. She be like, shit, I ain't about to sit there. My wife don't even cuss. That's another thing. I'm a cusser. She don't need cuss at all. I gotta piss her off. She cuss. I done pissed her off. And she only cussed like 3 times in the whole 11 years we've been together. So, but yeah, that truck, she nah. She wanna do her thing. You know what I mean? She like doing her nails. And if my wife cheated on me, guess what? I wouldn't leave her because I've done it, right? What's good for the goose is good for the gander. I find out what the problem is, but usually when a motherfucker cheat is because either they have what I would think that I have at times, which would be like a sexual addiction, right? Based on some shit that may have happened to me as a child and coming up, right? Whether it be rape or whatever, right? You know what I mean? That releases certain shit into you and certain spirits, right? Like when a man put himself inside a woman, right? That's a spirit, right? We being joined, right? That shit is deep. That's a soul tie. You understand what I'm saying? So I never realized how serious that was until a lady that I used to fuck with years ago was like, but you let me in, but I let you inside of me. And when she said that to me, I didn't even process it at the time, right? But that fucked me up as I got older. Like, women, that shit is serious. Like, it's deep for some of them. Some of them, man, it's like, nigga, you just a fuck. I'm cool. You know, but like for some women, that's some deep shit. But in all reality, it is some deep shit regardless. And then when we got married, me and my wife, the spiritual warfare that was upon us, like, it's been plenty of time. I'd be like, man, fuck this married shit. Fuck this. But we've worked out, but we've come to understand how to talk, how to communicate better, right? Because that's one of the keys you gotta have. I gotta be able to tell you what the fuck I'm feeling. If I'm feeling lonely because you ain't doing X, Y, Z, whether it's talking to me or spending time with me, because see, I read a book, right? Reading. Niggas don't read. Most niggas don't read. 5 love languages, right? And you would by this how sexual in nature I am, it's probably because I'm a Scorpio, but you would think that physical touch was my love language. And I thought it was until I read the book. My love language is quality time. I need quality time with my wife and with my mate or with my children or with people I'm in relationships with. Huh?
By your birth sign.
You said
Like
what?
you went by this by your birth sign, not just praying and being spiritual or seeking God.
What you mean by my birth sign?
You just said your birth sign says you were.
What? Asexual? No, I'm saying like being a Scorpio. They say Scorpios is freaks and all that. I'm gonna tell you that's not necessarily the truth because my wife is a Scorpio. We just two different types of Scorpios. You know what I mean? I'm a freaky motherfucker. I'm just like that. You know, but I'm a hoe. I've been a hoe. I ain't a hoe now, but I've been a hoe. I'm an ex hoe. You know what I'm saying? I'm an ex a lot of things. You know what I mean? But that's the thing is I don't longer do these things, right? I'm a man. We put away them childish things, right? You know what I mean? And do manly things, right? I take care of my family. I make sure that everybody is good. You know what I mean? I make sure that everybody got somewhere safe to be. I keep this motherfucker safe. You know, my wife is CCW certified. My wife understands laws because I'm a big person about laws, right? Like know your rules, know your rights, know everything, and how to exert your rights without being combative and causing more of a problem in any situation. I had a problem out here, man. One day, one of my daughter's boyfriends with a gun outside my fucking house. You understand what I'm saying? But the way I handle it, man, you know, it's a whole different story. You know what I mean? I ain't got to kill nobody. But now in Ohio, right? You don't have to flee. It's like Florida, right? I don't have to retreat. I can shoot your ass if I'm not the aggressor. Let's start there. That's just one of the things. I have to not be the aggressor. That's one of the main things, right? And that nigga came to my house. I could have killed that little boy and walked. I'd have went downtown and I'd have walked. But why didn't I do it? First off, I don't want to hurt another young black man. You understand what I'm saying? That's not my goal in life. And I understand why he was doing what he was doing. Because first off, he young, has no guidance. He a street nigga like I used to be, right? And he was hurt. You know what I mean? I've been there. I've been there. So I understand what it's like. And then me and him had a conversation about 2, 3 weeks later. My man ain't bother my daughter no more, but he got a lot of respect. But I could have killed his ass instantly, and I would have walked. There would have been nothing said about it.
But thank God you didn't do it.
Well, no, I listen. It's not. It's not about whether I would have or wouldn't. I would do it if I needed to, right? You're not gonna come in my house. You will be a dead motherfucker, right? And my wife will pull the trigger too. You know what I mean? I take my wife shooting. I make sure she can handle whatever's in this house. And if anything happened, my wife keep a pistol with her. Couple of them. She know how to access them. She know how to hold them. She know how to fire them. She's a very good shot. So you want to rob my wife, you want to fuck with my wife, it's gonna be a bad deal for you. You know what I mean? But that's so I don't worry about my wife so much, but I still do because I'm a protector. I protect mine, and I worry about my wife being at her shop and shit and leaving and shit. But we ain't in Detroit. I'm from Detroit.
Would you be okay with your wife out here driving solo? Like,
No, because you know what? I was telling, listen, I was gonna bring my daughters out, right? When I was at Prime, I was gonna bring my daughter, my oldest one, and train her. You know what I mean? To help her change her life. But I told her you would just stay with me for that whole entire year, right? And just be a company driver and just get your license through them. And then after that year, we both will bounce. And then when we bounce, you can go home and you could do some local shit and make good money and be home every day. and we take the baby with us. But that shit changed. You know what I mean? Things change. But I ain't out here. No, I don't want my kids out here. My daughter went out here with me before, and I made her, you got to get the shower. We got the shower next to me. You don't even leave out that shower until I'm done with my shower. You stay in the bathroom until I come out because there's some sick motherfuckers out here, and I kill one of these
You
niggas.
wouldn't trust her about her stuff, are you?
Huh?
You wouldn't trust her being out here by herself?
No, because my kids ain't street kids. You got to have some street knowledge to be out here. You got to have some awareness. And my kids, they grew up in hoods, but not like they ain't street. I didn't raise them like that. They wasn't raised like I was raised street because I had to be. It was part of like in my environment. I'm from Detroit, you know what I mean? And my circumstances as a child made me who I was. As a child, I had to adapt to my situation in order to survive. Because the murder rate was very high at that point. It was the murder capital back then in the 80s. I was born in 78, so in the early 80s and shit when I was growing up. So I had to adapt to my situation and what's going on around me, and which turned me into who I was. But that's not who God intended me to be, right? Because now I'm becoming more and more of what God's vision is for me, right? In his image and in his likeness, right? So but that's just my shit. Everybody got their own thing they do. And he up here crying because he won't come outside. Oh, stop crying. Open the door. He done locked me out. Push it up. You want to come outside? All right, go get your coat. Get your coat and get your shoes. I put them on. So
Debate. We try to leave cigarettes the hell alone.
you said what?
Debate.
He ain't no baby. He 4. He ain't too much of a baby. Listen, I teach my kids to do stuff. What happened if I ain't here? You gotta learn to take care of yourself. He ain't doing but standing right here. He got mad because I wouldn't open the door. It's too cold. Sit down in the chair. But you listen, I ain't trying to, I want to just give you some game. You know what I mean? Like, and not trucking game, because this is life game. Trucking is life, right? It's the game of life. What you gonna do, right? We gonna follow what everybody else doing? We gonna follow the fucking trends? Push. We gonna follow the trends, or
I don't think I've been following the trend. I think I lost. Did I lose you, Mr. Leftover? Did I lose you, baby? Yeah. Oh, I got you. I think I lost him. He took his ass in the house, y'all. Took his ass in the house. Okay. All right. Well, thank you, Mr. Leftover Clothes. I appreciate everybody came in. Brandon Love, Mr. Leftover Clothes. Like our man, stop there for a few minutes. I appreciate it. Learning curve, learning prices. I'm getting a little bit better at it. Again, like I said, nobody's complaining. I am in a better place than where I was last 2 steps I took. But you will see more from your girl Shape as the year process goes on. Just put myself in place, you know what I'm saying? Get myself in a better financial state to make a lot more moves. You'll see that really soon. And I appreciate everything that y'all drop off, you know what I'm saying? Good or bad, like or dislike, you know what I'm saying? That's the platform for to come and kind of like speak your mind to an extent, you feel me? And like I said, network ain't never with networking. Networking is one of the best things to gain knowledge in any business, real estate, trucking, etc. You know what I'm saying? Because Google's not gonna get you so far. Reading a book is not gonna get you so far. People that actually has really been through and lived through and made decisions in real life situations and where you're trying to go. Okay, so I'm never ever gonna rule out networking is how I've come across the ladies that I put on my platform. So that's the thing I'm sure negative that I didn't necessarily agree with, but you take what you want to take of it. But I love y'all much. Like, button, subscribe, comment down below, and stick your shape.